Yo, there's a lot of emphasis on daily buyers, how to find the daily buyers, the importance of daily buyers. Honestly, it's not that deep. It's real simple, okay? All you have to do, honestly, all you have to do is focus on these two things. External structure and then internal structure. Simple, right? Like I say, market structure is the best. So let's start on here. So for me, I use the 15-minute as my higher time frame. Now, people work from the daily down to the 4 hour, down to the 15, down to the 1, down to the 5 second. Like, you don't need to do that, okay? You're just gonna, the more time frames you use, yes, I get it, time frame combinations are good confluence, but the more time frames you use, the more you're gonna give yourself. The 1 hour said I can enter, but a 4 hour we're tapping into a supply, but a daily we're in a fair value gap. Like, you're just gonna do your head in, okay? Me, I use the 15 minutes, so I don't really need to go on a daily, because the daily candle isn't really going to tell me much about what we're going to do in a 15 and the next 2 to 3 candles, because I'm in and out within 30 minutes max. So this little pullback here, right, on the daily might be a wick, it's not really going to give me enough. So let's get that out of the way, okay? You can use any time. If I'm using this as a 4 hour, if I'm using this as a 15-minute, it's the same thing. So the first thing was external structure, okay? So let me just mark out structure. High, low, high, low, higher, high. Okay, simple. Now, why am I not marking this as a low or a change of character? Well, by marking my zones, I can see this zone here was completely unmitigated. Price came, swept that, tap into that, and then ripped up. So it's a good thing we marked out structure. You don't get a fake change of character there. But now we have a nice zone here. So externally, okay, what are we doing externally? Externally, we're bullish. Where? Between, this was our breaker structure. Okay, so that's my external swing point. We're trading between this low and this high. We'll see if we've put it in a valid high. Yes, we have. Bullish candle, we've closed below it. Sweet. So all we're trading is between this high and this. And now internally, what are we doing? Internally, we're doing this. Now, when we're in an uptrend and you're looking at internal structure, then you're looking at valid lows. It's sort of the opposite. When we're in an external, you're looking for valid highs to break. Internal, you're looking for valid lows. So I can see we do have a valid low with a bearish candle. We closed above it. This is my internal low. This internal low should give us a higher high. So let's see, okay? Right now, my structure is bullish. Purely looking for longs. Okay, where am I looking for longs? Sorry. Well, this is our zone. This high to low, external structure. This is my SNDR. So really, okay, this is the area I want to look for longs. Just to make that clear. We'll play internal structure out. Okay, internally, we made a low, lower high, lower low. So now internally that tells me we are in the full pullback phase. So this is my breaker structure. So right now my bias, okay, once I see this, even though we're bullish, I'm expecting a bounce from here. Right now my bias is bearish because I can tell we're in the pullback phase. We're not in the expansion phase, we're in the pullback phase. The next 15-minute candles or the next higher time frame candles are more likely to go lower than they are higher. So I'm just going to trade with that. Simple. And then we have a internal high up here. We'll see if we put in a valid low. We don't, because we never closed above that. So this is still no more breaker structures yet. Okay, now we have a internal valid low. And we actually break that structure. Internal high here. So now we're trading between this high and whatever low. Now I know what you're thinking. Oh, aren't you going to long in here? Yes, I'm expecting this zone to give me a higher high, but we're still bearish. We're still in this pullback phase internally, so my bias is still bearish. I'm still only looking for sells until we come above here. Okay, let's see if we do that or not. This isn't a valid low, so for me, this is just the first tap now into this area of supply we have here. So I would look for shorts above here if I got confirmation. Okay, sweet. No confirmation, and we run this high. What does that tell me? That tells me buyer stepped in from our SNDR. Now I'm expecting higher highs back up towards this high. So now let's just say, for example sake, we're not talking about zones, we're not talking about entries, we're talking about buyers. But all until then, I was looking for shorts. Now, all until now, I'm going to follow my internal structure and look for buys. You come back into this zone, we come up, and we take out the high. That makes sense. And now we'll go to another example. External structure. What are we doing? Well, low, high, lower, low. All this was internal. Okay, this was our low, we broke it, all this was internal. So this is my break structure. This is my protected high. This is my protected low. So it's the opposite when we do internal. Now, normally breaker structures downtrend, we're looking for valid lows. Internal structure, we're looking for valid highs. Has price put in a valid high? Yes, swing high, closed below. This is a valid high up here. So this is our internal high now. We'll see if we break that. Otherwise, all I'm doing is waiting for price to come back into this zone. I have no reason to buy it yet. All I have is this bearish zone. And all I have is for wait to price to come tap into here and then move lower. And the same thing, we have this SNDR here. So right now, my only bias is shorts and my only POI is here. So all you do now is wait for price to come tap into your bearish POI, because I'm bearish, because of internal and external structure is both bearish. We take, okay, now we close above this high. That's what, that's an internal break structure to the upside. So yes, I'm still bearish overall. I'm still expecting this high to hold and this low to break. But right now, who's in control? Right now, buyers are in control. So if I'm looking for a trade right now, I should be looking for buys, because that's who's in control. Demand's in control. So I draw a zone from here to here. I can expect a retracement. High, high. Nice, we retrace, we get a higher high. We still haven't got a new breaker structure, so still bullish, but my protected low internally is still all the way down here. Okay, let's play this out. This is a valid low, a valid high, sorry. So we break this, that's a new internal breaker structure. So I had something in my eye. Do we break it? Okay, we do. So guess what? This is why I was still, yes, like I said, I'm still expecting this to hold, this to break according to structure. But buyers are in control right now. So my internal protected low goes here, here. So that's why I said I was looking for buys in this phase. I wasn't looking for sells yet. If this breaks, then I'll look for sells. Okay, boom. We tap into this higher SNDR. Right, this whole zone was a POI, but we just tap into a higher area of supply zone. Once we break this low, what does that tell us? The pullback phase is over. Guess what now? My bias is shorts. I'm expecting the external trend to continue. So we'd expect this price not to come above here, and for price to come take this low. Boom. Okay, and now we're still bearish until what? We put an internal high, close above that high. Find your trading range, okay, find your trend, and then mark out the internal and external structure and go with who's in control at that point. Of course, mark your POIs where you're expecting change of characters, etc. And just keep it simple, man. How simple was that? I do have a premium Discord you're more than welcome to join, which teaches all my concepts, and you can watch me live stream this every single day. There's also a completely free Discord you're more than welcome to join. Find both the links in the description below. I really appreciate any subscribes, any likes, any questions or anything, any suggestions, leave them in the comments below. Appreciate your time as always, and I'll catch you in the next video.